whenever your side sort of 40 odd for what we were, probably considers a decent collapse. I think, you know, you've got to give the English bowlers credit. I thought Roland-Jones came and really hit some great lengths. I think in terms of, you know, overcast conditions, a bit of grass on the pitch, he really came there, asked a lot of questions, and obviously found quite a few edges and a few dismissals. So not great, but I thought we fought back really well. Temba Mavuma and Kakisa Rabada showed some fighting spirit and try and get us somewhere close to knocking off that the follow-on. Yeah, I think you know, a guy like Vernon, whether he's you know, we all know his wicket taking abilities, especially on a wicket like that where there is a bit of grass, there is a bit of assistance. You know, yesterday went past the bat on numerous occasions. You miss his sort of control. I think if you look at his economy rates, it's not just about the wickets, it's about that economy rate and the control. And I think on that wicket there today and yesterday, I think the economy just shows you that we didn't land enough in the right areas and didn't ask enough questions. You know, Chris Morris is an X-Pac bowler. You know, he didn't have a great day. He'll be the first one to tell you that. We know what he can do. You saw what he did at Trent Bridge. So it's a work in progress, and he'll know you know, what he'll have to rectify for the second innings. I think both really. I don't think our batters would think we are a side that can be 120 for 8. So that's the first thing. But we all know this game. You can go past the bat. One team can go past the bat, and the next team can nick it. So I thought the wicket quickened up from yesterday a bit. I think Stokes' innings was really significant in terms of turning the momentum. You know, him getting a century, only the second century of the series so far, and in that sort of fashion, really put the crowd in a certain position. You could just feel a bit of the tension and a bit of the sort of excitement that was on display. And I think a guy like Roland-Jones on his debut, he was always going to be running in trying to hit a serious length, and I think, you know, he couldn't ask for better conditions for him, the type of bowler he is and what he presents. You know, you normally the county wickets are normally got a bit of grass on, and the guys don't look for too much shape. They look for more seam movement and that wobble seam, and I think he was really, really good. I thought, you know, a guy like Jimmy Anderson tried to swing it up front, and then you could see his change in tactics, how he tried to just wobble it, get it to wobble so it would hit the seam, and obviously got Faf du Plessis. So I think in terms of changing things up and adapting to the conditions, they were one step ahead of us. He's a huge cog in our wheel. So you know, a lot of the guys played through quite a few injuries, a few illnesses. So I don't think it was ever in question whether he was going to play or not. He's just tried to front up and obviously fallen ill and gone to the hospital for his problems. So hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he can continue. We can try and, as I said, get close to their score, or minus or lessen the deficit. And then we know how important it is with the ball. And if it is going to be overcast tomorrow, like the forecasts predict, he's going to be vital for us to get back into this contest. Yeah, I think you know, we left the wickets quite green in South Africa against Sri Lanka. Trying to play a positive brand of cricket back there. I think it just happens. You know, the guys are. It's not like the guys aren't really trying to get the big hundreds. Hashim Amla last game, you know, got a 70 and an 80. He normally converts. So you know, all the guys are used to getting hundreds. It's just not happening at this stage. I think conditions were trying in the last couple of test matches. Some seriously good bowling, and you know, the guys are asking questions the whole time in terms of the areas. So I'm sure it's going to come. It's frustrating when it doesn't happen, but I'm sure at some stage someone's going to catch a couple of the top order getting a couple of hundreds and having a bumper series or a bumper test match.